Welcome, my lovely students. How are you today, girls? How are you? Okay, my beautiful students, today we will take Better English Now book. And we will take the activity book, not people's book. Okay, so first of all, I will tell you what's the day and the date of today. Today is what, girls? Today is Tuesday, right? The day and the date in your activity book, girls. Okay, so the day is Tuesday, Tuesday, and the date is 28/2/1443 after Hijrah. Now, as I told you, today we will take the activity book, lesson 1, 2, 3, and 4 in unit 3. We will take 4 pages, page 10, 11, 12, and 13 in Better English Now book. Okay, so let me start answering the questions that we have in these pages. Question 1. Ask me. The first sentence that we have, we swam in the Dead Sea. Here, the sentence in the past, I should change it into present. I should ask a question using the present, okay? So I should start with what? With did. So start with did. Did what? Did I should change we to you because I'm asking them. So did you? What is the present of the verb swam? The present is swim. So did you swim in the Dead Sea? Did you swim in the Dead Sea? Number 2, we visited Aqaba last year. We should start with what? With did. So did. Change we to you. Did you visit Aqaba last year? I should exchange the verb into the present. أغير الفعل وأخليه في المضارع. Okay? So, did you visit Aqaba last year? Did you visit Aqaba last year? Number 2. My mother watched a very interesting football match. The verb here is watched. So, I should start with did as I told you before. Did my into your. Did your mother watch a very interesting football match? So, did your mother watch? I can't say, did your mother watch it? No. Did your mother watch a very interesting football match? Number 4. I bought a new shirt. What is the verb here? The verb is bought. It's in the past. So I should start with what? With did. Did change I into you. Did you buy a new shirt? Did you buy a new shirt? What is the present of the verb bought? The present is buy. So, did you buy a new shirt? 4. He opened the window. As I told you, we should start with did. Did he open the window? Did he open the window? Okay. Did he open the window? Now fill in the blanks using the past. You have to use the past. Okay. So we have break, grow, learn, meet, and buy. Okay. Break, grow, learn, meet, and buy. We have to use the past. Okay, girls? The past. نستخدم الماضي من هذه الأفعال. Okay. Number 1. My father how to drive cars when he was 19. My father learned how to drive cars when he was 19. Ali his leg last week. Ali broke his leg last week. I was hungry, so I bought a sandwich. I was hungry, so I bought a sandwich. 4. My uncle wheat on his farm last year. My uncle grew. My uncle grew. My uncle grew. 5. He said he a movie star in the park. He met. So, he said he met a movie star in the park. Class, here we have to use the past of this verb. هي في المضارع أنا أستخدمها في الماضي في هذا الجمل. Okay? Now, write the opposites. What's the opposite of wrong? Right. What's the opposite of hate? Love. What's the opposite of bad? Good. So, wrong, right. Hate, love. Bad, good. Now write the past tense. We have make. What is the past of make? Made, made. Drop, dropped. read, read. The same spelling but different pronunciation, okay? Speak, spoke. Invite, invited. Invite, invited. So, make, made. Drop, dropped. Read, read. Speak, spoke. Invite, invited. لاحظوا هنا نفس الحروف لكن النطق يختلف. Read in the present and read in the past. Run, ran, ran. Copy, copied. Copy, copied. Say, said. Talk, talked. Cough, coughed. The same. Okay? Okay, girls? So, make, made. Drop, dropped. Read, read. Speak, spoke. Invite, invited. Run, ran. Copy, copied. Say, said. Talk, talked. Cough, cough. Okay? Write sentences using the past tense. Write sentences using the past tense, girls. I will write now 10 sentences. You have to write them in your activity book, girls. Okay, number 1. I got up early at 7 o'clock a.m. I washed my face. I brushed my teeth. I ate my breakfast. I watched my videos in Coursera. I did all my homework. I helped my mother. I ate my lunch at 2 o'clock. I drank my coffee. I started my virtual classes. So, I got up early at 7 o'clock a.m. I washed my face. I brushed my teeth. I ate my breakfast. I watched my videos in Coursera. I did all my homework. I helped my mother. I ate my lunch at 2 o'clock. I drank my coffee. I started my virtual classes. Now, fill in the blanks using help, glasses, wardrobe, delicious, neat, vacuum, married, and prepare. Number 1. My brother has 2 children. He was 4 years ago. He was what? He was married. He was married 4 years ago. Number 2. The carpets are dirty. We need to vacuum them. So, the carpets are dirty. We need to vacuum them. The weather is sunny today. I must wear my sunglasses. So, the weather is sunny today. I must wear my sunglasses. Good students, they listen every day. Good students prepare their lesson every day. 5. I keep my clothes in my wardrobe. 6. We must our old grandparents. So we must help our old grandparents. 7. Your bedroom is very neat and clean. My sister usually cooks a delicious meal. My sister usually cooks what? A delicious meal. Okay, girls? So my brother has 2 children. He was married 4 years ago. The carpets are dirty. We need to vacuum them. The weather is sunny today. I must wear my sunglasses. Good students prepare their lesson every day. I keep my clothes in my wardrobe. We must help our old grandparents. Your bedroom is very neat and clean. My sister usually cooks a delicious meal. Okay? Now, match, girls. First of all, we have what? How long did you stay in Vienna? I stayed there for a week. So, C. Where did you see the giraffe? I saw it in zoo. B. Why did you get up early? Why did you get up early? I wanted to catch the bus at 6:45. A. Who taught you English last year? E. What did you buy yesterday? I bought a whole chicken. D. So C, B, A, E, D. Okay? Now, write 2 things you do you usually do before you go to school? Right? 2 things before you go to school. I usually brush my teeth. I usually eat my breakfast. I usually take a shower. So, write 2 things you usually do before you go to school. Number 1, I usually brush my teeth. 2, I usually eat my breakfast. And 3, I usually take a shower. Number 3, write 2 things you usually do after you come back home. Right? 2 things you usually do after you come back home. 1, I usually help my mom. Number 2, I usually sleep. So I usually help my mom and I usually sleep. Okay? Now, fill in the blanks using had, was, named, went, worked, got, lived, studied, and bought. My grandfather had a very exciting life. When he was young, he lived on a farm in the country. When he was 18, he went to university where he studied English. So, my grandfather had a very exciting life. When he was young, he lived on a farm in the country. When he was 18, he went to university where he studied English. 4 years later, he what? He worked as a teacher in the village school. When he was 27, he got married. 2 years later, he had his first baby boy. He named him Sammy. A few years later, he bought a new house in which the family lived happily. So, my grandfather had a very exciting life. When he was young, he lived on a farm in the country. When he was 18, he went to university where he studied English. 4 years later, he worked as a teacher in the village school. When he was 27, he got married. 2 years later, he had his first baby boy. He named him Sammy. A few years later, he built a new house in which the family lived happily. Okay? The last question that we have in page 13, unscramble the sentences. We have here breakfast has bread for and cheese and usually. So he usually has breakfast and cheese for breakfast. He usually has bread and cheese for breakfast. We have 2, brother works always hard. Mine. My brother always works hard. My brother always works hard. Number 3. We usually school, bus, by, go, and to. So, we usually go to school by bus. We usually go to school by bus. My brother always works hard and he usually has bread and cheese for breakfast. Okay? You have to answer all the questions, girls. Okay? Because I will ask you one by one in my virtual class and I will add for you 100 if you answer my question instead of adding 5 points. Okay? Goodbye, my lovely students, because this is the end of my lesson today. Thank you for listening and watching, and see you in my virtual class. Goodbye, girls. Goodbye.